In the digital age, dating and communication have taken on new forms. With the rise of social media, dating apps, and instant messaging, the way we connect with others has drastically changed. While these advancements have made it easier to meet new people and stay in touch, they have also introduced new challenges and behaviors that can be difficult to navigate. One phenomenon that has become increasingly common is ghosting. This term has become part of our everyday vocabulary, reflecting a behavior that many have experienced but few understand fully. Ghosting is the act of abruptly cutting off all contact with someone without any explanation. It's like a sudden disappearance, where the person you were once in touch with vanishes without a trace, leaving no clues or reasons behind. This can happen in any type of relationship, whether it's romantic, platonic, or even professional. It's not limited to just dating scenarios. Friends, colleagues, and even family members can ghost each other. The ghoster simply disappears from the other person's life, leaving them confused, hurt, and unsure of what went wrong. The sudden silence can be deafening, and the lack of closure can be incredibly painful. Imagine you've been dating someone, and things seem to be going well. You've shared laughs, had deep conversations, and felt a genuine connection. It feels like the start of something special. You've been on a few dates, you text regularly, and you're excited to see them again. Each message brings a smile to your face, and you look forward to the next time you'll meet. Then, out of nowhere, they vanish. No warning, no explanation, just silence. It's as if they've disappeared off the face of the earth. Their texts go unanswered, their calls go straight to voicemail, and they've disappeared from social media. You're left staring at your phone, wondering what happened and why they chose to leave without a word. You're left wondering what happened with no answers and no closure. The uncertainty can be overwhelming, and the lack of communication can make it difficult to move on. This is the frustrating and often painful reality of ghosting. It's a behavior that leaves a lasting impact, making it hard to trust and connect with others in the future. Understanding ghosting is the first step in coping with its effects and finding ways to heal. Ghosting might seem like a callous and cowardly act, and while it often is, there can be various reasons why someone might choose to ghost another person. It's a phenomenon that has become increasingly common in our digital age, where communication is often impersonal and fleeting. The reasons behind ghosting can be complex and multifaceted, reflecting deeper psychological and emotional issues. One common reason is fear of confrontation. This fear can be paralyzing for some individuals, making the prospect of an honest conversation seem daunting and overwhelming. They might worry about the potential conflict or the emotional reaction of the other person. Some people find it incredibly difficult to have difficult conversations or to let someone down gently. They might feel anxious or stressed at the thought of having to explain their feelings or decisions. This anxiety can lead them to avoid the situation altogether, choosing to disappear rather than face the discomfort. Instead of facing their discomfort, they opt for the easy way out, disappearing without a trace. This avoidance behavior can be a coping mechanism, a way to protect themselves from the emotional strain of a difficult conversation. Another reason is a lack of empathy or remorse. Some individuals might not fully understand or care about the emotional impact their actions have on others. They might be more focused on their own needs and desires without considering how their disappearance affects the other person. These individuals might not fully grasp the emotional impact their actions have on the other person. They might be emotionally detached or simply unaware of the hurt they are causing. This lack of awareness can make it easier for them to ghost someone without feeling guilty. They may be self-absorbed, prioritizing their own comfort and avoiding any potential drama or emotional fallout. This self-centered approach can lead them to make decisions that are convenient for them, without considering the consequences for others. Ultimately, ghosting is a complex behavior with various underlying causes, and understanding these reasons can help us navigate our relationships with more empathy and awareness. Attachment theory can provide valuable insights into why people ghost. Individuals with an avoidant attachment style tend to be uncomfortable with intimacy and emotional closeness. When a relationship starts to deepen, they may feel overwhelmed and retreat as a way to protect themselves from potential hurt or rejection. Ghosting can be a defense mechanism for those with low self-esteem or a fear of rejection. They may anticipate rejection and choose to disappear before they can be hurt. In their minds, it's better to control the narrative and end things on their own terms, even if it means causing pain to the other person. Being ghosted can have a significant impact on a person's mental health and well-being. When someone you care about suddenly disappears without any explanation, it can leave you feeling lost and bewildered. The abrupt end to communication can be jarring, making you question what went wrong and why it happened. This uncertainty can be incredibly distressing, as it leaves you with no answers and a lot of unresolved emotions. The sudden and unexplained disappearance of someone you care about can be incredibly painful and confusing. You might find yourself constantly checking your phone, hoping for a message that never comes. This can lead to a cycle of hope and disappointment, which can be emotionally exhausting. The lack of closure can make it difficult to move on, as you're left wondering what you did wrong, or if there was something you could have done differently. It can trigger feelings of rejection, abandonment, and self-doubt, leaving you questioning your self-worth and the validity of the relationship. These feelings can be particularly intense if you were emotionally invested in the person who ghosted you. The experience can make you wary of future relationships, as you might fear being hurt in the same way again. This can lead to a sense of isolation, as you withdraw from social interactions to protect yourself from potential pain. Research has shown that social rejection, which ghosting is a form of, activates the same pain pathways in the brain as physical pain. This means that the emotional pain of being ghosted is not just in your head, it has a real physical basis. The brain's response to social rejection can be as intense as its response to physical injury, which is why being ghosted can feel so devastating. This physiological response can lead to a range of emotional and psychological issues, including anxiety, depression, and a decreased sense of self-worth. This means that being ghosted can literally hurt, leading to feelings of emotional distress, anxiety, and even depression. The emotional turmoil can affect various aspects of your life, including your ability to concentrate, your sleep patterns, and your overall mood. You might find it hard to trust others or to open up in future relationships, fearing that you might be ghosted again. This can create a cycle of loneliness and isolation, making it even harder to recover from the experience. The lack of closure can exacerbate these feelings, making it difficult to move on. Without a clear understanding of why the relationship ended, you might find yourself stuck in a loop of rumination, constantly replaying events in your mind and searching for answers. This can prevent you from healing and moving forward, as you're unable to fully process the experience and let go. Seeking support from friends, family, or a mental health professional can be crucial in helping you navigate the emotional aftermath of being ghosted and finding a path to recovery. For the person on the receiving end of ghosting, the experience can be incredibly disorienting. The lack of closure and explanation can lead to rumination and obsessive overthinking. They may replay past interactions in their minds, searching for clues to understand why the other person disappeared. This constant questioning and self-blame can erode their self-esteem and make it challenging to trust others in the future. They may develop a fear of intimacy, worrying that they will be hurt or abandoned again. Section 6. A dose of empathy. Understanding the ghost's perspective. While it's essential to acknowledge the pain caused by ghosting, it's also crucial to remember that the ghoster is often struggling with their own issues. They may lack the emotional maturity, communication skills, or self-awareness to handle difficult situations in a healthy way. Their actions may stem from deep-seated insecurities, past traumas, or an inability to cope with conflict. While this doesn't excuse their behavior, understanding their perspective can help us approach the situation with more compassion. Section 7. The blame game. It's not you, it's them. If you've been ghosted, it's crucial to remember that you are not to blame. Ghosting is a reflection of the other person's emotional unavailability, not your worthiness of love and respect. It's easy to fall into the trap of self-blame, questioning what you did wrong or how you could have prevented it. However, it's essential to challenge these negative thoughts and remind yourself that you deserve to be treated with respect and consideration. Their inability to communicate effectively or handle their emotions maturely is not your responsibility. Section 8. Picking up the pieces. Coping mechanisms for healing. Dealing with the aftermath of being ghosted can be challenging, but there are healthy coping mechanisms that can help you heal and move on. Firstly, allow yourself to grieve the loss of the relationship. It's okay to feel hurt, angry, and confused. Suppressing your emotions will only prolong the healing process. Secondly, reach out to your support network. Talk to trusted friends, family members, or a therapist about what you're going through. Sharing your experience can help you process your emotions and gain valuable perspectives. Section 9, moving on, finding closure and building healthy relationships. While it's natural to crave closure, it's important to accept that you may never fully understand why the other person ghosted you. Trying to force closure or seek explanations from someone who is emotionally unavailable can be frustrating and counterproductive. Instead, focus on finding closure within yourself. Acknowledge your feelings, validate your experience, and remind yourself that you deserve to be treated with respect. Use this experience as an opportunity for growth, learning from your past relationships, and setting healthy boundaries for future connections.